What's up, guys? All right, so we are about 8 minutes away from market open. Um, we have quite a lot on our watch list here. So we have Tesla, BA, Snap, AMD, and Facebook. Um, Going through them real quick, we have our gold lines on Tesla, which is our bearish below, bearish bullish above. Tesla did report earnings yesterday, and um, it's went up initially, came back down. It stayed and hit this line here. Now, if we pull up, let's say a 15-minute chart, um, this line that it hit was somewhat of a pre-market resistance a few days ago, before it kind of ripped up. So that is where that line comes from. Don't want to say that's a super strong or psychological line, but it is a line, and it's tested again once, twice, three times. Coincidentally, and not coincidentally, we have our bearish below line right there as well, to which it's also touched. So I'm interested to see how the bulls react to Tesla. Um, if you were to have held overnight, rip, sorry. IB crush is a thing. There was not a big move at all, so anyone who played calls or puts probably got a little clapped on that. But yeah, so historically, I have a pretty bad trade percentage with Tesla. It's super volatile. I don't really think clearly in the past whenever I've traded it. So today I'm going to see if we can be a little bit more collected here and make a good move. So that's our first one here. So we're ready for that. BA, pulling up BA on the 15. It's had this level here as well as this level here for like a drastic touch, but this little floor here has been held up over this will be the third day. So I'm watching there. We definitely have some upside at this 218 area. I really love the 215 zone as well as the 216. There's a lot of demand there. So yeah, we're watching that. Another reason as well, American Airlines posted their earnings this morning actually, and they had less of a loss than anticipated. So if we have airlines reporting earnings and they're sounding good, BA could respond in kind. I'm definitely not just gonna jump in right off the bat into calls or anything like that, but I do want to watch it and see how this will play out. Snap has earnings today. In the times that I've watched Snap around earnings, it typically will run up to the earning. So that's kind of what we're watching for today. It's chopped sideways just a bit over these past couple days. Stayed within this range of 73.87 and 77, which is actually a big range here for Snap. If we pull it up a little bit more, we can see it's touched around this level a couple times. 2 days ago, yesterday, and now we're sitting here. So my logic here in looking at this is that as we're making ascending lows, right? And this is actually a held similar low. My thought process here is if Snap is going to make a run up, right? Which I think it will, just because of where it's come down from, highs and things like that. Advertising data has only gotten more, and these companies just make profits. And Snap, I can't remember if Snap's profitable or not, but it's definitely been trending in the right direction. So I think people will be a bit optimistic on Snapchat. So I have this looking to see, wow, okay, if it can hold this area here, this zone, we could see a nice push up here before earnings. But last couple here. So we have AMD. Really, I don't like AMD because it's so damn high. But it's held in this range here over the past 3 days. It's a common theme, right? Everything's been holding certain levels for a certain amount of days. It had some trouble here at 118, and we are testing, right? So AMD is probably one I'm not going to get into just because it's already so high. And if we pull up a daily chart, it's a little wicky, right? Like there's a little indecision here, but you know, I don't know. It's kind of sus. This definitely could be like a consolidation pattern here. We could see another chop day today. But I don't want to get caught in a chop day, and I don't want to get caught in a retrace, right? So watching carefully on that. But it's definitely alive. Got about 41 seconds. All right. So Facebook. I also do not like Facebook. But I have it here because I like this dotted line. We've traded that dotted line. I think, was this Monday? I don't know what day this is, but I think we traded it this day. So I really like that dotted line. It's respected it for the past couple days. But if I had to, you know, cut two off, it would probably be AMD and Facebook. I think bulls are in a zone right now, and they're trying to push up, which is why I have them on the list, but I don't anticipate any of that happening. So, all right, we got 3, 2, 1, and the markets are open. So let's see what we got. So Tesla coming right out the gate, which I kind of thought it might. So that will be very interesting to watch. Premiums are not too bad. I'm going to go here. Not jumping into this at all, but just waiting to see how Tesla's going to react. Statistically, none of my moves are very good right at open, so it just doesn't make sense to jump into anything right now. Because we want to play at a time where, you know, obviously we make the best decisions, and we make the best decisions later into the market open. And I do like Snap. So I'm just getting some contracts loaded here. Actually, I kind of like this. I've been watching Snap for a couple days too, which but it just hasn't really wanted to do much. Oops. Facebook is actually red. We're going to take that down. It did have some bad news before market, so I want to see how that goes. Tesla's making a little consolidation here. That actually looks really good. I almost want to jump in on that, but I'd rather let it play out and see what's going to happen. Let's see. Let's pull up the 5-minute. If we're not forbidden from making these moves, but we want to make sure that if we are making these moves, they are deliberate and not reactionary, because we are only, you know, 3 minutes into the market here, so got to keep that in mind. AMD is pushing up as well. Snap. Yeah, wow. Tesla's one that, you know, if we probably will not catch it if it just runs up, because Tesla is like a damn rocket, you know. It doesn't like to retrace. So if we can get a solid retrace and everything looks to be holding up, then it's something that we might want to look at. But as we're testing this level right here, we could easily come back down, test the 9 EMA, or we can even do a 100% retrace here, to which that would be a lower low potentially, and we'd probably want to stay away from that at that point. AMD is actually consolidating relatively nicely. I love how the momentum indicators are like perfectly aligned with making a move. So like I'm assuming we'll break through here. If not, then we will probably retrace to the 9 EMA. But just gotta see. That I mean, this area right here may have been a good point to entry. And here's the first candle close for the 5-minute on Tesla. In 3 seconds. 2, 1, and boop. So let's see how it reacts. That's a big 5-minute candle, man. We'd be up about $500 or so had we jumped in, but like I say, man, sus. AMD is still looking pretty good. Has a little bit of consolidation on the 5-minute. I'm gonna go ahead and load up one of those contracts. Let's pull up Snap. So Snap's not looking too bad. What we need to start doing though, actually I think I might jump into Snap here. A retrace on Tesla would be very nice. AMD's still consolidating a bit here. So this is interesting. Alright, I'm pretty much narrowing it down here to Tesla and AMD. Um, and to be honest, I think if we don't get a retrace on Tesla, then we're gonna have to scrap that and just go AMD and Snap, because Snap was still looking pretty good as well. The only reason why I don't like Snap is because Snap is a low, it's a small ticker, and I just do not do well with small tickers, to be honest. So, but I'm really liking AMD. I'm going to pull that up for you guys. So with AMD, we're getting a nice amount of consolidation right here. It's touching the 9 EMA currently. We have some descending momentum here, so I don't want to just catch that right there, but we're watching. Let me pull up SPY real quick. So SPY is kind of sideways right now. Hasn't really done much. So we're watching this level here, watching these levels as well with that. Let's take off some of this noise here. So we got AMD, Tesla. So AMD looks actually really good on the 5-minute chart. It's consolidating pretty well. But we don't want to catch it on that low momentum area. So we're just going to watch that. So see, I do not like that at all. I would love for it to have, chopped a little bit more. Maybe it still can. It still rejects here a little bit. Chops and then touches that 9 EMA. From that 9 EMA, we can either go up or down. But at this point, if we were going to play Tesla, we need to pick a different strike, because I don't like that price. And for this, okay, AMD is still looking good, especially on the 5-minute. So I'm not too worried about that. Tesla, man, just a monster. That's awesome though, but it's not for me. Not for me. And it's not really touching anything either. I mean, I guess you could say it kind of is touching this 9 EMA, but it's just not really a strong enough respect for me to be able to go off of that confidently. So AMD, I'm not going to take it just yet. Let's pull up our sidebar here. So BA is still kind of sideways. Snap is just kind of chilling as well. Yeah, damn. Tesla was for sure the move. It was a nice move. But presenting the opportunity, I like this right here for sure. And we're statistically a little bit better with AMD as well. Man, Tesla on the 5-minute is just 3 straight green candles. You see, I wanted to jump in on this consolidation right here, but I would have liked it to touch that 9 EMA. And because it didn't, is why I didn't jump in, truly, honestly. But I like, though, that we're getting some candles here. This might be a little reversal. If so, and we maintain that, bullish sentiment, we could be coming up real soon. So AMD, so market's approaching the 15-minute mark. We're at 43 minutes and 26 seconds. AMD's coming down a bit more here. Touching that VWAP. Oh no, that's a 21 moving average. VWAP's purple on this one. AMD's holding pretty well, actually. Check our sidebar real quick. So Snap still sideways. BA still sideways. Wow. The fact that this does not even like try to retrace is just, that's just not that's not cool. You don't want to jump in on that. I mean, I'd obviously we'd be up, you know, maybe a grand had we jumped in at the beginning, but it's just it's not a smart move. All right, so depending on how AMD closes here, we might think about taking a position. It's consolidating nicely. It has a nice little floor at this level here, with a 21 EMA, and on the 5-minute, it looks freaking solid. So we got about 15 seconds left before this candle closes. The only thing with AMD is that it could chop just a little bit more, especially looking at that 5-minute chart. But it does have VWAP currently. Let's see if we can come down again. We'll look at the entry there. I'd be comfortable taking a position maybe at VWAP or at the 21 moving average. Damn. So if we enter here, stop loss will be breaking that 117.28 line. I don't like the descending momentum though on the 1-minute chart. Yeah. It could get bought up. On the 5-minute chart, it's yet to touch the 9 EMA, so that could get bought up pretty soon. But I don't know. It's kind of sus. If this does want to break, it'll be soon here. We may try to take a Tesla here. We got about 2 minutes left on the 5-minute chart for the candle to close. Tesla's finally touching EMA here. Wanting to anyway. The 5-minute chart on Tesla does not look that great. It's almost an inverse hammer. So just watching to see how that, you know, if we get, we're having some downward momentum here too. Yeah, no, I don't know. this is one I don't want to catch on a down move. But we will be ready here to see how we react at this price point. It's pretty extended on the 5-minute chart, so I could see it coming down. But we don't want to be assumptive of any direction here. We want confirmation. So as we're touching that 90 MA, I like that. All right, we're gonna go into Tesla here, and if it crosses that, if it closes below that 90 MA, we are outie 5,000. And if it can break this area here, then we are outie 5,000 as well. All right, and we're gonna sell here. So that was an easy. That was a very quick move. So if we check this out, that was 154 bucks just in that small move right there. That's insane. Tesla's insane. Okay, cool. So let's just take this off. Let's just take that off, because that's insane. What? Okay. All right. So BA, it's churning up a little bit here. We have Snap as well. I'll pull BA 5-minute up. There's a lot of wicks on the 5-minute. Ooh, AMD actually looks really good on the 5-minute, guys. We may, if we find an opportunity here to join. Okay, so we're reclaiming that 90 MA here. This actually could be a very nice place to jump in. I really want to retrace just a little bit. I don't want to catch this top because we could easily touch this, come back down, and then test up again. So we're going to wait on that. While we're waiting, I'm going to get a BA contract up. What's our BP? We have 2K left. So let's go to, and we'll keep that at 6. Okay, so BA is doing really nicely. I don't really like the way the 5-minute looks. I do like we're in a squeeze here. We're on a squeeze here on AMD too. So this is great that I paid attention to this, because as you can see, we have some downward momentum here. So we can hold through this. That sets up a perfect opportunity for us to get in. With BA, similarly, if we can hold up through this, we can wait for that fire to happen. AMD, BA, cool. It looks good. So it's been bouncing off that gold line instead of the blue. So this is still fair. This is still really good as well. And I like that it's holding up. So we are going to take this, depending on how it closes. We may jump in a little bit before. I really want to see this start to turn yellow here. And our stop loss can be the EMAs as well as that 117.28. We're going to go in with 4 actually. So we're in on AMD. It's got to break this line to really do anything. And the 5-minute looks like freaking perfect, to be honest. It's kind of choppy though. We may just get out. We're gonna let it kind of play out. I like this yellow coming up. I just don't like how slow it's moving. Not that a move has to, go up or down right off the bat, but we want to jump in because we're looking for that moment, so we're not getting chopped up like this and losing value just holding the contracts. So moving kind of slow, but we are in that squeeze here, so that's to be expected. Five-minute looks good still. There we go. Need some volume to break through that. Damn, I don't like that pushback. Let's take a look at things under the hood. So we have some buy orders coming in for sure. So we're not wrong in thinking there's a support level here. Truly, I think we're just waiting for that squeeze to kind of fire off and let some volatility come back into this to this move. It just sucks that we kind of caught in. We kind of came in on sideways action. It would have been nice to, have some upwards action so we can just kind of get out. But this may be the candle here that we use to get out. But I mean, we're so close to this right now, and we're holding up pretty well. Just gotta let it ride and see what's gonna happen. AMD on the 5-minute looks solid. Nice consolidation. Its current candle's holding the VWAP just like ours is. Finally, a blue candle is what I see here, I think. Some decent volume on this candle compared to the, some of the others. Man, that's the tight consolidation. There we go. We're gonna pull up AMD on here so you guys can see 1 minute and 5 minute. So we're out of AMD there. We still got buying power, which is new for us. So we're gonna see how this move takes place. And if we get a retrace, we're still respecting that 9 EMA, we can jump back in. Yeah, BA, Snap kind of still doing their sideways thing. Yeah, this is kind of slow. I don't know that I want to get in on this. Truly. I thought it would have broken up a little bit quicker. I mean, it was a good, move for sure. But it's just kind of, I don't know. So the reason why I don't like to jump in on those things that are just kind of moving slow is because you jump in, right? We're 1 DTE, and if it's coming sideways like this, you'll just sit there and lose value. As opposed to, let's say, we would have jumped in here, we would have gone up to here in 2 minutes, and that would have been perfect, as opposed to when we jumped in, around here, we were holding on for like 4 or 5 minutes. And it's just, you can catch these big candles, which is nice, just like we did, but you don't want to rinse and repeat inside of those types of price actions, in my opinion, because it's real easy for you to go, oh, cool, I got it, buy here, oh, I got it, and then, or you can go here, I'm gonna get out, and then it comes up, oh, I'll buy it now because now it's finally going up, and then boom, we start coming down, and like that transition happens so quickly, that it's truly just not worth it to get caught up in that. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of things red apparently. Wow, and Netflix had a crazy move. That's awesome. And it's funny because I was gonna put Netflix on the watch list today, but I was like, nah. I've had 2 days of Netflix. I don't know that I want to try to catch another. That's good though. But I was skeptical of AMD. Just I think I said it earlier in the video, just because it was so high that it's just like, okay, like things don't just go up forever, you know. So Tesla though, in all seriousness, it does look really good right now. It's consolidating pretty well on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. It's just kind of in a zone though. So catching it here after it's made such a big move because that's already up, 2%, would be kind of risky. Like assuming that, oh, okay, so you're expecting Tesla to have a 3% move. Like, you have to take those into consideration. Like AMD, right? AMD's not like a $10 mover in one day. So for it to move, 1.25%, while I mean, you saw the watch list. There's a bunch of red stuff here, especially all this is in tech. Um, for you to think, okay, well, AMD's just gonna outdo tech and make it another 2%, like a another 0.75% move, like that's a big ask. um, so for us to see this, I mean, yes, it's nice and it's good, but you have to be realistic with the expectation of the move. So, and in all seriousness, usually when I'm trading, by the time I'm done, which would be like right now, I wouldn't have 1400 buying power left. So it's a little strange, but you don't have to use all of your buying power. I think is important to kind of note here. I kind of like Apple. I'll have AMD up on the other screen because it does look like it's wanting to come back up and make those new highs. But like I said, you don't want to. Apple has a lot more room of opportunity, right? 0.05% down on the day, as opposed to AMD, which is 1.4 now percent up. So you gotta play it smart sometimes. And as we can see here, so when Apple pulls down, it crossed below all these EMAs and consolidated for a while, made a line here. Um, so it's definitely something, the stocks tend to repeat for that period of time the method of respecting the EMAs. So right now we're below it again. We could easily consolidate here at this level before going up. So just watching, right? So we have some downward momentum here. On Apple, what I will say, yeah, AMD was a good. So some days AMD like will just rock it up, and then other days AMD will, you know, just do a slow grind. Um, either one is fine, but obviously there's one that you prefer to trade more than the other. So Apple entering a squeeze here. We may find a move with Apple, to be honest. Making ascending lows. Have a little bit of a descending weird little flag here on the 5 minute. And we're about 30 seconds away from this minute closing. So I'm interested in Apple. I don't want to assume like, oh yeah, for sure it's gonna go up. This looks to be an ascending triangle on a 1 minute chart. So I'm curious, right? We have a descending buying volume momentum, I guess, on the stochastic down here, and we still have red right here. So if this squeezes and it fires downwards, right, this can easily break down. So we don't want to get caught up in that. I was telling Stoop about I showed him my Tesla, and he was like, "Bro, you're green on Tesla." And I was like, "Yeah, but I think it was a dumb move. I'll have to go look at the tape here." All right, so I do like Apple. Damn it, it's yellow, it's red here. That's like sus, man. But I do think we're gonna come up here. I'm not gonna buy it though because it technically doesn't fit my rules. AMD, man. I should have held it as it respected the 9. But, I mean, it is what it is. It could have a nice little retrace where it's at. Alright, AMD. I mean, Apple. I'm going to need you to start having some decreasing selling momentum. Or ban. Okay, there we go. We may be changing here. Trying to decide what AMD's trying to do. I mean, it's had a solid move so far. 1.49% for the day. I could see it just chopping out the rest of the day. Q's, I think, is kind of similar to how AMD looks. It's just kind of been grinding up, finding a little bit of resistance, but it seems like things are kind of slowing down just a bit. Yeah, that's a little bit less trustworthy. I like that though. It's definitely more of a respected pattern, but we have that green line there already. So we're just watching. Like I said, if we can get some upwards momentum coming on the stochastic, that could be really nice. Q's needs to find some strength as well. Well, I'm sure Q's will find strength if Apple does. But let's keep watching to see how this unfolds. So all right, we are going to enter Apple, and we're going to do so with a tight stop loss. We made profits on the day, and we're not trying to give them away, right? Ah, damn it. Okay, well, if it comes back down a little bit, we may enter it, or if we get like a flag pattern, because I wanted to get it while it was like right here. We may not get that opportunity though. All right, so we're gonna. Okay, let's see how this candle closes here. All right, I'm convinced. If it breaks EMAs, damn it! Every time I try to get Apple, that is like more than 3 contracts. It does not fill me. All right, we're just gonna wait at this point. See how it tests this line. Maybe it chops around a little bit, lets the EMA come under it. It's still trying to reclaim it, which is what I was trying to grab onto. And then on 5 minutes as well, it was touching, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. But yeah, I mean, at least we spotted it right. We spotted the setup. It's obviously, I probably would have been able to collect something by now. But we just gotta wait and see how this unfolds. We still got the squeeze as well too, and we're not even in that increasing buy momentum. So, you know, there's still an opportunity. If we test this line and reject, or we chop around it, it'll present an opportunity. We can chop right here. It'll touch 9 EMA. So there's definitely some room here to jump into this. And this is why you don't buy the green candle. You would have already lost half of your entry there. So let's do 2. And then if we really like it, we'll scale in. So I'm going to take this time to say I really recommend this position indicator here, because if you're buying multiple contracts and you want to scale in and scale out, it'll let you know how many you currently have, which makes it a lot easier to know what you can sell or what you want to buy. All right, so here, let's use that EMA. As an indicator to when to get out. Damn it! I should have bought it right at the touch, but I'm thinking it'll come back down just a little bit and we'll come back in. All right, so we're gonna enter right here. I like that we entered that 5-minute candle on this side over here. It looks like it can come up because we just finished touching the EMA. We took 2. I'm going to buy another 2 here to average down. Now we have our 4 that we wanted to jump into. And we're holding that EMA is what we're looking for. And then on this side as well, we're still within this, which is what I really, really, really like. That was a good push. Back up. We're starting to get some buying momentum here. So we're in the squeeze, kind of like we were, I think, in that AMD trade. So things kind of get a little sideways whenever they're in the squeeze, but then when they finally get, when they pop off, the volume comes in a little bit, volatility kicks in a little bit, and then you have a nice, decent move. Doesn't always mean it's going to squeeze up or down, so that's still something that we are probably in limbo on. Okay, so we have a blue candle showing, but that could easily change. I like that we have a bigger blue candle here. It's nice. It's nice. Volume's a little weak, which it should be. If this was an ascending triangle, volume should descend, and then we should get a nice breakout. Which, I mean, could be this candle, because we're already... Oh, actually, we only have 1 more minute left in this 5-minute here. All right, so if we get a nice little pop, we are just going to sell. Not trying to hold for days. Although we do still have that squeeze that we can use. Damn. Alright, so this may be here. Depending on how this candle action goes, we're going to have to get rid of that. It's a battle, man. Right there at that VWAP. Alright, Apple. If you could just fire that squeeze off and break up, that would be nice. Because I'm getting a little bit bored here, holding on to chop. So I guess in retrospect, as I'm in the trade, I could have been buying in, to average down a little bit. I could probably buy one more if I wanted to here. But it's just at this point now I'm like, okay, losing a little bit of conviction here because it's kind of just chilling. It is holding that EMA though. All right, I did it. So my conviction is definitely still there. Other than being a little bit bored of watching it just not move at all. um, I like that we're in the squeeze. I like that the pattern's held up. I like that we're touching the EMAs the whole time. We've been in that consolidation for a while. Um, I think it's just a matter of time before we get some upward momentum here, especially as Q's is approaching highs of the day. Let's see if we can break this level that we've been flirting with for a while. Rip. No way, man. This is... Oof. Alright, I removed the ceiling. You can move up now. Oh. Could this be it? Could this be it? Come on, Apple. Don't let me down now. I buy all of your products. Yeah, there we go. That's what you wanted to hear. Got the Mac and the AirPods and the iPhone and the Apple TV and the Apple TV remote. I'm about to get the HomePod. I'll buy whatever you want me to buy, Apple. Come on, just make it go up, ease. Call me Badger Rippy. Rippy Badgy. Bitcoin drops to 62K. 898 or something like that. Okay, Q's is getting highs here, making a nice little push. Apple, if you're going to find some gas, this is the time. There we go. Oof. I'm guessing we just hit some algos right there. That was like a hard reject. Boo. Value's gaining, the contract's gaining some value though, even though the price is kind of stagnant. Oh, nice. Oh, never mind. I was looking at BA. BA is gaining value. All right, I think this is about the end here. Yeah. I'm not gonna take that. So lost $30 on that one. I didn't like that it was kind of getting a little bit more distance away from the EMAs here. And we are descending in the momentum here. And we've yet to fire out of that damn squeeze. So we could jump back in here if it turns around. So I'm just gonna watch it. But you don't want to get caught on that squeeze when that volatility finally comes in, and then you get hit with, you know, all that. This actually could be a nice place to jump in. Definitely shows that there is buyers here for sure. But yeah, it's not looking very strong. And Q's, you know, is holding up at a nice level here, but Apple just does not have it today. Oof. Yeah, no. All right, well, I'm glad that we got out of that. All right, so guys, I think I'm done. Couple wins, one loss. Let's recap here. So, 154 on Tesla, 64 on AMD, and a small $30 loss on Apple. Considering that we had 5 contracts on Apple, that's not a bad loss, guys. We kept that really, really, really tight. That's $6 on each one, right? It's not bad at all. This is how you can stay profitable in trading. It's not about necessarily winning every trade. It's about making sure that your wins always outweigh your losses. Had we, been holding Apple here, maybe that would have been more like an $80 loss, or $50 loss. I don't know, $64 loss. We would have just made that a wash. Would have sucked, right? Because that AMD trade sucked. So I hope that some of this stuff helps you guys. Please, if you have any questions or you have any feedback, or even like, hey, have you ever tried a 1 EMA? Let me know. But thanks guys for watching. And again, I hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time.